Welcome back everyone, my name is Josh Shalbo. In the video today, I'm going to be going over how you can close every single sale no matter what. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe for more business and personal finance videos. And my only ask for making this video at no cost to you is to leave a like on this video, because that lets me know that these videos are working, but it also helps out the YouTube algorithm so more people like you see it. So I already know you're going to get value out of the video, so if you leave a like, more people just like you are going to be getting more value out of the video as well by YouTube promoting the video more. So thank you so much for leaving a like, and let's get right into it. Now in the video today, like I said, I want to talk about how to close every single sale. So in sales, I've loved sales training. Tom Hopkins has been phenomenal. Zig Ziglar's been phenomenal. The best sales training I've ever gone through is Jordan Belfort's Straight Line Method. It used to be on YouTube. It's like 8 hours or 13 hours long. The number one best sales training from a closing standpoint, which is the only thing. If you're not closing, you're not in sales. And closing is a beautiful thing that all that means is empowering someone to make a decision that they may have had fear to, but you and them have come to a complete, total, together agreement that that's the best choice for them to do. It's close, and you're helping them get past any fears they may have to make that decision. That's all closing is. So closing is a beautiful, positive, empowering thing. But the best sales closing course that I've listened to has been Jordan Belfort's Straight Line Method. I believe it all got taken off YouTube. It's like $1,000 or $3,000 for the course, but the number one closing that I've ever studied ever. Grant Cardone's got some good stuff, but really, like, Tom Hopkins and Jordan Belfort have the best sales training I've ever listened to ever. And the reason I'm making this video is because I'm in multiple Facebook groups for entrepreneurs, and I don't really like the word entrepreneur because I think it's super buzzword, super hype. I think it gets too bullshitty because of everybody putting CEO in their bio since 2008. I feel like it gets too bullshitty, so I don't like to use that word, but that's what it is. There's a bunch of entrepreneur groups on Facebook that I'm a part of, and one of the person asks, what do you say when the client says, I want to think about it? And one of the trainings that Tom Hopkins goes over is, the client says, I want to think about it. 99% of the time, the majority of the time, when they want to think about it, it's just purely the financial aspect. They haven't made a decision. Most people don't make decisions. Most people are completely like going through life literally like in Groundhog Day, habit day by day, not paying attention, not consciously deciding how they want to live their days. So when they have to actually make a decision for themselves, that's why salespeople are so important, because you're helping people like create new habits, create new positive, empowering habits, and new experiences in their life that they haven't had before. Because because just generally the body and the mind is a habitual machine, let's call it. So you're talking with your client, and they say, I want to think about it. So there's 3 questions you ask. Start off with, you say, of course you want to think about it. That's the smart thing to do. Agree with them. And again, use better tonality than this. You can use different words than this. And then without leaving any gap for comment on, you lead right into, of course you want to think about it. What aspect is it that you want to think about? Is it the quality of the service we'll provide? Presuming it's a service-based company. Or is it the quality of the product that we're going to provide? They say no, because it's generally not that. If that's the concern, then that's an even easier close than the money. So they say, no, it's not that. And you go, well, is it the timeliness of the service? Do you think it's not going to get done in time? And they say no to that, because generally it's not that either. And then you finally, you look at them, you go eye to eye, you get honest with them, and you say, level with me, whoever their name is. Is it the money? Is it the financial aspect? And they say, yeah, I just think it's too much money, or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to give you 2 closing techniques to one can get past this, but also to literally give them the money to make the financial decision. So one of the closing techniques we use is, you ask them, well, is it too much? Okay, it is the financial aspect. That's cool. Now we're on the same page. Now we have a better understanding of your needs as the client. So then you can lead with, okay, well, is it the cash outlay? Is it the dollar amount up front, or is it the total amount together? Because if it's too much all up front, we can work out a payment plan. And if it's too much all together, then you just break it down to the reduction to the ridiculousness, if I can get that out. And you say, okay, well, it's too much altogether. How much too much is it? It's $1,000 too much. But you're going to enjoy this product over the next 10 years. So that 10 years, then you pull out your calculator and you say, well, over 10 years, it's going to cost you an extra $1,000. So that's $100 a year. $100 a year divided by 12 months comes out to what? $8.03 per month, which comes out to pennies a day. So for an extra quarter a day, I'm not going to do the math, but for about an extra quarter to 30 cents or whatever a day, it'll be like 27 cents. For an extra 27 cents a day, you're going to deny yourself of this product. If it's not the upfront amount, if it's the total amount and not the upfront amount, they can afford the upfront amount, but they just don't think it's worth it. For an extra 27 cents a day, you're going to say no to this product that we already went through all these other steps that we know is going to impact your life. then it's closed. So the main takeaway I want you to get out of this video though is this other closing technique. Any product under $1,300, let's call it $1,000, if they're a business owner, any product under $3 to $4 grand. There's zero excuse to not be able to close on that if it's 100% legal, moral, ethical, that this is the exact product that the client that you're trying to get into it needs. Because you can offer 100% financing just by the banking and the credit incentives. And let's say they have fears about the credit side and they're not 100% certain on the credit side and you're not an expert. Because one of the things Jordan Belfort talks about in his training is you have to be an expert on the topic. So if you're not an expert in credit and you don't know how it's going to affect their scores and stuff, don't even waste your time on the credit stuff if they have fears about it. If they bring those up, don't even worry about it. But the banking stuff is just being 18 plus and opening an account, like purely that simple. So with that being the case, this is just purely me calling myself out. But if it's applicable to you, by all means, feel free to take this strategy and use it on your own end. But there is zero excuse to not be closing 100% of the prospects that you talk to if you have a product for sale that's under $1,000 on the personal finance side or under $3,000 on the business side. Because you already know you can get 100% pure financing from cash. That they don't even have to have a dollar to their name. And if the product is 100% suitable for them based on a mutual agreement between you two, and the only thing at the end is it comes down to the money, there's zero excuse unless you just aren't loving enough to take the time and the patience and the empathy to care enough about that person that you're trying to close. For example, I'm not a registered financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I want you to think about if you and I sit down and I say, I want you as a personal person, really? So I want you and I are going to sit down, and from a personal finance standpoint, I would like you to invest $1,000 with me. And you don't have a dollar, you have a dollar in your bank account, right? However, the personal banking incentives, presuming that you just have a decent credit score and you're 18 plus, I know that on average, I can get you $1,300 cash within the next 28 days from the personal and the banking stuff. If it's a business, it's usually closer to like $6,000, but let's say $3,000 minimum if you're a business owner in cash. There's zero excuse for them to not use, it's not cash that they already had. So unless they have an ego problem, which again, you have to have the empathy as the salesperson to get past their ego problem, because that's your job. If you can't get past you have to have the empathy and the love to get past their ego, because all their ego is their fear, their ignorance. They don't know any better because it hasn't been explained well enough by you as the salesperson. So that's your job, to get past those limiting beliefs. But if you can put the cash in their pocket to pay for their product, how can they possibly say no? So this is me calling myself out. This has nothing to do with you, but please use this exact strategy. If you feel it's smart, if you think it's stupid, leave a dislike in the comments and tell me why you don't think this will work, so that we can find the truth of what will actually work the best between all of our ideas together. But between these two strategies, I think you should be closing 99 to 100% of sales that are in this realm. So I hope these strategies were helpful. If you haven't left a like in this video yet, please leave the like again so more people just like us can see these videos and get the exact same value out of it, and use these strategies to help more people, because that's what salespeople do, which I think why sales is the most loving, best possible job opportunity that anybody, like there's no more fulfilling job or career or lifestyle than sales. And it also pays the best, but what do I know? Other than that, thank you all so much for watching. If you have any specific business or personal finance questions, the best way to reach out to me is on Instagram at TheJoshAlbo, or leave a comment here, but shoot me a DM on Instagram, business, personal finance. I do a little bit of drop shipping stuff, but the focus is business and personal finance. I want to be the guy you go to for business advice. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.